A fond welcome to David's 80th.
A walkway around the estuary. You belong to many, many clubs, including SeniorNet, where you're a tutor. You're still in paid employment as well. You are with the racecourse. You have a social life that is way more involved than myself. You and Mum are always travelling extensively around New Zealand and overseas. And they're very busy.
This is senior much.
Yeah. Dad, we really, on behalf of us kids, Paul, myself, Susie, Mandy, Jeremy, and our own families, we all love and respect and admire you, and you've always been there for us, even though you have been so busy all your life. You've always been there to advise and help us. You know that we love you, but we love you right back. So happy birthday, Dad. Oh. Taking us to America, it's made us so different. We know the world. We've all travelled, our whole family, and it took me to England. I worked for Uncle Alan. Everyone's been everywhere. Paul has, Jackie has, everyone. Because we're not scared of overseas, because of you. And the jellyfish, and jellyfish. There are so many stories.
Well, yes, I am proud to be one of David's brothers. I'm the third of, actually we'll forget that, David. I'm the second of the 6 brothers who follow after our eldest brother. In saying I'm the third, I'm also halfway through, because David is 9 years older than me, and Ralph is 9 years younger than me. Mother had a picture at home of herself as a young mother, 32, perhaps. Me on her knee, a bouncing baby, full of health, joy and vitality. At her shoulder, a sombre 10-year-old. In front of him, a snowy-haired, slightly dreamy-looking boy, and Mum said she used to announce to people that that picture was taken because that was her family. That's as far as it was going to be. So where on earth Max, Ian, Alan and Ralph come from is a bit of a mystery. At least not to my dad. But it's been a pleasure of being part of a large and close and a compact family. We've spread our roots and we've expanded in all sorts of directions and shapes and sizes, but we still have that link, and it's not just the Minor Taylor, though I'm glad to say my family anyway is going down through the next generations, and hopefully in 1,000 years' time we'll be able to link where we came from. But David was number 1 in our family, and just as a mother duck leads a team of ducks, and the biggest duck is the first one following the mum, so David was the leader. And David led in so many things in our life, and we're always the one we looked up to, and to be perfectly honest, we still do. So thank you, David, for the example you've always given to us. You've always given to us the idea of a person who knows what he believes and sticks to it. Sometimes, not always to his advantage. Sometimes the argument is, the outward appearance is a bit shaky, but nevertheless, we're Taylor, so we'll stick to it.
1 minute.
I've already cut 2 jokes out. We haven't even got to the first one yet. I was 9, David was 9 when I was born, so my first recollection of David is at Auckland Grammar, when I remember he had a what William thought was a wonderful blue jacket with yellow stripes on it. That was the school blazer. He had a set of Christopher, what's the guy Mee's Children's Encyclopedia.
Arthur Mee.
Arthur Mee, that's the one, the very word. One volume was missing. The Arthurs had borrowed that. And he had various components in his room with earphones attached to them. David was very interested as a young lad in amateur radio, making crystal sets. And I can remember going in and hearing, or seeing David there scratching bits and pieces together. He was a member of a crystal wireless set at Grammar, and David for many years kept that interest in making and building crystal sets, radios,
so did your
stereo.
dad in why he made a very early crystal set.
It's in the genes.
It's in the genes. Remember that.
He's always had that sort of interest in those sort of intricate things. He studied Alec and Mag and I followed along. It was just called physics. But it seemed to be an exotic thing when your elder brother was studying Alec and Mag and I to put up with physics. It seemed to be quite a fizzer. David, being the elder brother, he got bacon and eggs for breakfast. And he was provided with underpants to wear. We weren't allowed them until they went to secondary school. David has come back to me and said, no, that's not quite the full story. He wasn't allowed until he went to university. My mother reckons they weren't invented until the 1950s. When I got
I must say that David and I, we are the lucky ones and have been all our lives. Born in the Great Depression in 1932, now we're octogenarians, otherwise known as geriatrics. We had first the good luck we had great parents, really lovely parents, and that's a good thing. We're also lucky to both be sent to very good schools, and that's a hell of an advantage. Another good luck was that we escaped the awful wars. First World War, our parents escaped because they were a long age group. The Second World War, the same thing happened. And our parents escaped and didn't go and get massacred. In wars that were none of our business. And then, once the wars were over and we got into medical school, off we go to the OUMC, otherwise known as Colonel Murray's Private Army. He used to send people. Well, it was a lot of fun. For 2 weeks every summer in the beach.
Plenty of Maori dudes, and they start off normally. But tonight I'm going to be different. Greetings. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou.
Kia ora.
Kia ora.
Kia ora. Other than David's relations and writers, I think I've known David for 54 years. So, and a privilege it is too. I did a little, not as my life, but
What are you doing?
I wrote a little ditty sort of style. If bear with me, 80. David Emil Minot Taylor, MD, Otago, Fellow, MRCP, America. Auckland born and bred. With honours passed, your MD. Collingwood Special Area, was located. A tract of rata was wed. East Coast, North Island, Te Araroa.
Auntie, we loved them. We had 9 boy cousins. We had the 7 Taylors, and we had my Auntie Lois, Emil's sister, had 2 boys as well, and we were the girls of the family. So boys were very different for us to go and visit. And I know that we both loved our Uncle Emil and our Auntie Myrtle, who my mother introduced them at a beach party at Piha, I understood. And once they met, that was it. And they were being an inspiration to us. I loved my uncle very, very much. And David and I, we went to dances together. If my sister was here, younger sister, she visited David a lot before she died. And they were the Taylor boys, David, John, Paul, Max, Ian, Alan, Ralph. Alan was a tremendous help to me when I struggled a bit in Britain as my lawyer. And all along through our lives, I've tried to instill in my grandchildren, I know you have too, Joe, importance of family. And I think our Taylor family and our forebears we've really all meshed together. It's been wonderful to see you young people here tonight. And family has meant so much to us. You say whatever you want to.
Well, I've got a lot to say, but I'll make it brief, or try to. David,
It's completely untrue if he's referring to me.
I wish to show my appreciation to Rata, my charming wife, and my family who have worked so hard for this event. I have been so much impressed by the work that's gone into this and the way it's gone so smoothly. Now, I have to admit to a falsitude. I am not 80. I will be 80 tomorrow. But I wish to pay tribute to the octogenarians here tonight. Elizabeth, Sarah, Jim, Jan Jardine, John Commons, Erica, Brian with the beret on. He's got the beret on because he's had a cancer cut out of his head. It's holding up too. Now, Pat. Where's Pat?
Not that Pat. Basil.
Pat Basil. Pat Simpson and Basil.
Yes.
Now, you all will agree that it is a privilege to join such a beautiful company as our octogenarians here, which I will enjoy tomorrow. So I will ask you to raise your glasses and drink to our octogenarians.
Sit down, David.
You go, Ron.
And a wonderful time had by all.